remain attractive. The applications for MND scholarships went up this year and reached a new high. And this morning we are very happy to welcome 55 scholars. 41 of you are new to the MND family. 14 of you are in-service staff who will be pursuing further studies under scholarship. The work in every ministry in government is interesting. To paraphrase a colleague of mine, every ministry is a good ministry. But, so I'm biased. I would say that the MND work has special meaning because the work we do relates to our living environment. It's about our city, our infrastructure, our buildings, our nature and greenery, our biodiversity and parks. And ultimately, it's more than just a technical issue or an urban or planning issue. It's about a collective exercise to build a sense of nationhood, to build that sense of community, a place where we uphold our heritage, our character, and our identity and values, and ultimately a home where everyone belongs. So that's the kind of work that MND does, and these are issues that Singaporeans care about, and they have high expectations of the government. And so we face our share of challenges in MND. In every parliamentary sitting, MND will be amongst the ministries with one of the highest parliamentary questions posed to us. Not surprising, because the work we do touches the lives of so many Singaporeans. But the work we do is also very fulfilling, because it can make a difference in the lives of so many people. For some of you, Singapore may seem very built up and well developed. After all, we have gone from third world to first, and as you heard just now in the video, every inch of land in Singapore is optimized, developed, and planned for. So you may ask, is there still space for new development? The short answer is yes. Because with good long-term planning, we are able to free up large parcels of land for future development. For example, you will have read of our plans to move the airbase in Paya Lebar to Changi, and that parcel of land in Paya Lebar can be redeveloped into a mixed-use town larger than the size of Ang Mo Kio Bishan today. We are moving our ports in the city and Pasir Panjang to Tuas, and that whole area can be freed up, prime waterfront land for the extension of Marina Bay. That space itself is 3 times the size of Marina Bay. So imagine how we can extend Marina Bay and our downtown further by 3 times its current size. So the short answer, as I said, is that we are not done building Singapore, because there's still much more that needs to be done. So much more room and space for us to continually rejuvenate and transform Singapore, which we have to do. The Singapore we have today was largely built up over the last 50 years. It's the result of long-term planning, hard work, and systematic implementation over many decades by our pioneers and our founding fathers. We housed the nation, we built world-class infrastructure, and we made this a beautiful city in a garden. Now it's our turn to carry the torch and transform Singapore again. And there are many things we have to do. We have to identify different ways to refresh and modernize our urban landscape. We have to renew and rejuvenate our housing estates and towns. We have to do more to take care of the social and housing needs of vulnerable Singaporeans, especially the lower income and elderly, and build a more inclusive society. We have to step up efforts to green our island and make it more than just a city in a garden, but also a city rich in biodiversity, coexisting in harmony with nature. And we have to start taking steps to prepare for the long-term challenge of global warming, especially the threat of rising sea levels. These are just some of the very major long-term challenges that we'll have to start preparing for. So all in all, we are talking about a massive undertaking, a grand project to reimagine, reinvent, and rebuild Singapore for the future. All of you will remember we just celebrated SG50 not too long ago, and we recall the sense of pride and achievement we all felt in our golden anniversary. Our task, your task, is to build a better version of Singapore in the next 50 years. We want to make Singapore one of the greenest and most sustainable cities in the world, a beautiful city which we can call our home and where the human spirit can flourish. That's our aim for SG 100 in 2065. Not all of us in this room will be lucky enough to live till 2065. But I'm sure our scholars, all of you are in your 20s, you are still young enough to see SG 100. And you should aim to make SG 100 even better than SG 50. This passing of the torch from one generation to another is more than just a symbolic reference. It's also a highly personal matter to some of our scholars. For example, one of our scholars is Josiah Tan. His parents, Mr. and Mrs. Tan, who are here today, both worked at HDB. Growing up, Josiah heard many stories about HDB's work from his parents. His father would tell him about estate upgrading, about how that can improve the neighborhood, about how HDB was researching into different kinds of painting of the walls so that they can be more durable. And through such first-hand accounts, Josiah developed a passion for urban issues, geography, and community service. So now he will be pursuing geography and economics under an HDB undergraduate scholarship. And his dream is to contribute to the future of public housing as his parents have done and make a difference in the lives of Singaporeans through a career in HDB. Not all of our scholars will have parents or family members that work in MND agencies. But I'm sure all of you are equally passionate about the work of the MND family. And I hope you see your work as going beyond that of a job or a career. It's really a special calling to make the most of the opportunities that you have been given and to use your talents to uplift the lives of your fellow Singaporeans, strengthen our communities, and shape our nation's development. But before I conclude, I would also like to recognize the people behind our scholars, literally sitting behind you. Now, all of our scholars here owe their successes and accomplishments not just to your own hard work and talent, but also to many supportive friends and families. So I'd like to pay tribute to the family members and loved ones of these scholars who are here today. You have played and will continue to play an important role in helping them pursue their passion. And I'm sure that they are grateful to you for your unwavering support. So let me invite the scholars to give a round of applause to thank all the parents who are here. Finally, to all our scholars, as you embark on your studies, remember to stay humble, to continue to improve yourself, learn and improve and excel in everything you do. Getting a scholarship does not mean that you get an automatic ticket to a successful career. Bear that in mind. So you have to prove yourself. In fact, more will be expected of you, and you have to work harder and make more sacrifices. Always remember the opportunities that you've been given and find ways to give back in your service to the community and make a difference in the lives of Singaporeans. I'm confident that you will all live to the high standards that are expected of you and help to take Singapore to our next stage of development as a nation. So on that note, let me congratulate all of you once again, and I look forward to working with you when you come back to shape Singapore's future together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister. Please remain on stage for the next segment. Minister will now present the scholarship awards. First, we will have the undergraduate scholarship awards. These are given to outstanding students who have excelled in their studies and CCAs. They have also shown leadership potential and passion for the course of study they have wished to pursue. This year, we have 37 recipients for the undergraduate scholarship. They are from NDHQ, Adrian Wong Sing Ting. 天成。Zen Wong Shi Hui. From AVA, Chan Yu An. Teo Ning Jin. From BCA, Abner Wee Wei. Fu Yixuan. Joanne Chu Xiuan. Lee Ek Chong. Hua Yun Hui. Muhammad Fadas bin Fauzi Laza, who is unable to join us today. Teo Hao Jin.
From HDB, we have Chalmers Ong Yong Zhi, Eugene Tang Yu Cheng, Jeline Ng Jia Ling, Josiah Tan Ng Jie, Joy Ang Kai Sing, Liao Xiu Yi, Ong Yen Chun, Hua Shu Ang, Rachel Cham Yi En, Samuel Wee Leong Chai, who is unable to join us today, Tan Yen, Tan Yixuan, Tashni Marikan, Teo Kai Jing, who is unable to join us today, Teo Le Yi, Tessa Tan Hui Zhi, Xavier Neo Ji Xun, from MPulse, we have Dana Chia Yu Min, Liu Shaozi.
From URA, we have Bernice Lim Simi. Jason Chong. Jenny Chen Loving. Joash Chin Sinki. Lan Chun Xiao. Wilson Chua Wei Chen.
We'll now present the MPulse Overseas Merit Awards. This award aims to groom outstanding in-service staff as well as to attract external applicants with good diploma qualifications and a strong passion for horticulture. The four recipients are Christopher Wong Kai Kip, Ivy Yeo Sing Ming, Jarvis Goh Jing Hao, Rita Teo Yong Chuan.
We will now present the Postgraduate Scholarship Awards. These are awarded to officers with exemplary performance, outstanding potential, and strong commitment to their respective organizations. This year, we have 40 recipients for the postgraduate scholarships. They are from NDHQ, Chua Chun Yong. Goh Wee Hao. Wu Wee Ming. From AVA, Dr. Lin An Hui. From CEA, Kelly Ng Kai Ling.
From HDB, Gladys Ong Xue Ting, who is unable to join us today. Goh Li Ping. Goh Pei Ling. Joshua Yi Pin Yi. Shimon Singh Hong Jie. From MPAS, we have Lu Ji Lun. Angela Sia Ng Sok Hong. From URA, we have Daniel Leong Ji Yong. And last, Alfred, who is unable to join us today.
Thank you, Minister, for presenting the awards. This year, we have put together a short video which captures fond memories of the 6-day induction program that the undergraduate scholarship recipients went through. Some of the scholarship recipients and their families will also share their thoughts with us in the video. Now, please sit back and enjoy the video.